what you mean? Woo! I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her. So, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished. You thought it was over. You thought I retired. You thought I was fishing with Colby. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could end up being all about the defense as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Chiefs are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Raiders, who will need to find a way to move the football.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Jameis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Brandon Copeland in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They run again with Hunt. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Check. Look at me, Sandy. Look at me.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. They get 3 there on the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. Taking it about the 16. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Winston. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On first down, Mahomes. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. They run forward with Hunt, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down, Winston. Going for it all. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll run again with Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And tough starting field position here. Jameis now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Jameis on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Here's Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I got 83. Let's go now.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First down, Winston. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Four yards remaining now on second down. Jameis again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. The Broncos have taken the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. We have hit. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit! Leopard! Now let's go! Watch it now, Barney! Here we go!
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Now let's go! Green, 39!
This is Hunt. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the D-line's going to spread out. On the run, it's Ware. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it's 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Devin Smith, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken it around the 40. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Let's go. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Mahomes now on first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Down to the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
All right, here we go.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they'll go on the ground, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 3rd and long for Winston. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Raiders on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to roam now. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Oakland, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on.